Hello, hi guys. I finished my novel. Let's see. I don't know. I'm so excited, so like exhilarated. I can't believe I finished my novel. I finished it yesterday. Um if y'all haven't known, I wrote a novel. Well, I started to write a novel like from 2014. I posted it on Wattpad and then I posted it on Inkit. Then I got a publisher through Inkit because they have a little publishing platform, Inkit Publishings. And I got that before I could fully complete the novel. My novel is called Savage, right? So during that time, I was going to school, I was working, and I was a mom. Well, in 2014, I wasn't a mom. I just began the novel. Then after that, I was in university. I was working at the same time. I became a mom. So, a lot was happening. So it was on pause. And like, I would work on it in between when I can. But school and work they were really stressing me out. But last year, I finally graduated from university. And then I took it upon myself. I did complete the novel, but I didn't really read it to see the structure. I knew it was like all over the place and terrible. But I didn't really read through, but I knew I completed it like the year before or sometime before. But I knew it wasn't up to par. It wasn't giving, but I didn't have time. And then last year I graduated and I was like, it's time. It's time, Kristen. It's time. You sat down and really read through this novel and fix it. Fix the issues. Because I have been like reading comments and keeping up with what the readers were like thinking about. Okay, let's get down to it. So let's see. I decided that I was going to read through the novel and rewrite the novel. When I began to read through Savage, the original draft that I had, I was like, cringe. People really love this. They really did. It was just raw and raunchy and out there and just wild. It was just wild. It was like, oh my God, there's so many things that I need to fix. But then I was like, even though there's so many things I need to fix, by draft 3, I was like, I need to keep the key points that everybody loved about this novel. So even though I completed draft 2 in June of this year, I really buckled down and I completed draft 2 and cut out some points, extended like the character development and the plot. I was like, it's still missing the funk that really drew readers in. So I went back to the original draft and I just went through it and I was like, I have to keep some of these. These are the scenes that made the novel popular. These are what drew the readers in. So yesterday, August 5th, because it's the 6th today, and happy Independence Day to Jamaica. That's my country. I love you. Anyways, yes, it's the 6th. So yesterday I completed. I was like, by draft 3, I need to add in those main scenes. So I did that. I sat there and I did that. Added some more character development, some things that needed closing, and yeah, I completed Savage. I feel so proud of myself. I really feel so proud of myself, like accomplished. What I want to do now is to get like my beta readers to read it, and whatever I missed, they can just tell me, because I cannot reread my novel right now again. I've reread it like so many times. I'm tired. It's going to be like a jumbled mess in my head if I reread it again. So that's what I'm waiting on, for my beta readers to be free so they can read the novel for me and let me know what's happening with it. But for now, I've completed it. It's revised. I did all I could, and I feel so good about myself. I really feel so good about myself. And then yeah. Oh, okay, so let's get into it. Hi everybody. This is Bloody Insatiable with Kristen Mullings. I am Kristen Mullings. I'm an author, amongst many other things, and I'm from the beautiful tropical island of Jamaica, located in the Caribbean Sea. And my first debut novel is called Savage. You can find it on the app Inkit and also on the app Galatea Stories, yes. I feel so good. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? I don't know, besides me completing my novel. Oh yes, I have another novel that I am working on right now. Still in the works. I have a little series as well, a little horror, fantasy, horror thriller. Yeah. That little tiny book series is called Tormented. And it's about a half demon witch named Tati. She's like the anti-hero. I'll be going more into that story later on, in later episodes, but for now, let's focus on Savage. And yes, this podcast will be filled with a lot of book spoilery things, like books that I've read and liked and disliked, but a whole lot of spoilers. Yeah. Let's see. So, Savage is it's a little erotic love story. Even though my book was adapted even though I was signed, I have a book deal with Inkit Publishing. They adapted my book. That means it's not in its original form. They took like pieces from my book and created a completely different storyline around it. So yeah, hopefully they'll post the original soon. But yeah, that's what's happening there. So when people go onto Galatea, majority of the books are adaptations, and then some of them have the original forms to them, because they have another section called Galatea Originals. And then there's Galatea TV, where they've adapted the books into television series on their own platform, got their own actors and everything. It's cute. It's fun. Let's see. So, wow. I feel so boring. I feel so boring right now. Um, mm, the reason why I started, let's see, let's ask some little fundamental questions. The reason why I started this podcast, is because I'm not comfortable in front of the camera. I'm a very shy person. It's sometimes if I'm comfortable with you, you won't see that shyness. But I'm very shy. So when the camera is in front of me, I'll freeze. So me just talking to a mic, I'm fine with that. You'll get my personality through that. Yep. Latest books that I've read recently. There was Bunny by Mona Awad. My God. My God. I did not know what I was getting myself into when I picked that book up. I love psychological thrillers so much. I just love like movies and books that leave you like dumbstruck. Like, what the fuck did I just read? What the fuck did I just watch? I was like, what? What? I will go out of my way just to look for a movie that no one's ever heard of before. Well, not look for a movie that no one's ever heard of before. Just look for a movie that's different. But it falls on the category of no one's ever heard of before. And it usually leaves me like in tears and like, what? What did I do to my brain? That is what Bunny did to me. Like, it's giving me Greek mythology with a very big twist. I know I'm wrong, but that's what it's giving me, because it reminds me of the story of Dionysus and his Maenads without Dionysus. Like the bunnies are the Maenads, and they're trying to recreate Dionysus for their little sexual frenzies, but they can't. They can't. I'm really wondering if the protagonist in Bunny, if she's suffering from some sort of psychological break, like in Sucker Punch. I am really wondering, because her imagination is great, but then she kind of off because she didn't even realize that she created her friend. But the bunnies are like 4 elite girls in the master's program at Warren University, upstate in America. The bunnies, oh my God. And then I listened to the audiobook, so hey, that girl, that lady that did the voices for each character, beautiful. But like, how, like the protagonist, how did you not know that you created your friend from your mind? The bunnies realized that you created her and they wanted to enroll you into them. How did you not know that you created your friend? And then you created that sexy body man and them create for them fuck up man, the bunnies, aka the bunnies. What do they call their bunny men? Let's call them bunny boys. Yeah, bunny boys. I think that's how they call them in the book. I don't remember. But yeah, the bunny boys, they still had their bunny hands and bunny feet. And the girls, the bunnies, they were trying to have sex with them. Father God, why? This is why I'm telling you, like, when I finished, like, listening to this story, I was like, do these people know what they're trying to do? And it just really reminds me of the Greek myth about Dionysus and his Maenads. And then when the protagonist, what the fuck is her name? I forgot her name. Let me look for it. Samantha, yes. Samantha Mackie, when she created the perfect dude, and she can do any animals because the bunnies, that's Vignette, Duchess, Cupcake, and what's the other bunny called? What's her name? Vignette, Duchess, the Duchess. Question mark. We'll come back to the fourth bunny later. Yeah. But damn. When they created their bunny boys, they can only use bunnies. But Samantha be using swans and moose. And she doesn't even realize that she's creating people. Like, they're perfect. Perfect. But the bunny boys, not even close to what Samantha can create. But my God, it's when the bunnies start fighting over Samantha's moose guy that was the perfect thing. His cock can work as per them. What? And then they were fighting amongst each other for him. And they knew he was created, but they didn't care. And then the moose dude and the swan girl were a thing. And then Samantha was there like, he's evil. But really and truly, he's not evil. You just dumb. And the girls are dumber. And mighty God, it was a fun ride. I would recommend that book to anybody. That book was a fun ride. You know, I think for me now, if I was in the bunny realm, they'd call me Psycho Bunny. Don't you think? I wish I could get that thought. Let's see, how did they talk? The girl would say, don't you think? I don't know how to get my voice to go that high, but something like that. There was like, it's really important that I can't do it. But I think I would be called Psycho Bunny. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That book was fun. I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed it. I don't care about anybody else. I enjoyed it. I know, like, most readers are looking for some great plot points and all that, like deep literary plot points. I'm not looking for that for some books. I'm just looking for enjoyment, because even my debut novel, Savage, it's not like anything deep. It's just for fun. For fuck's sake, it's for fun. Savage is for fun. I made that book up. I can't tell the people around me in Jamaica that I made that. They think it's about my life. It is hard to get Jamaicans to understand, say, you can think outside of the box and it doesn't have to do with your life. But yeah, Savage, I made that up. It was a story about a former friend of mine from my first job. She really liked the manager there, and I would send her like little snippets of just like little snippets of storylines to help her with her little love story with him that is not taking place because nothing was happening. I just made it up for her enjoyment, and my enjoyment was in writing it. The man not even know what did happen. But yes, big of yourself, former manager, you know yourself, Mr. Williams. Anyways, but yeah, it was just for fun. And when I have friends reading my novel, they think it is about me. I was like, no, fam, I made that up. Nothing in the... Fam, are we in Canada? Are we in Chicago? Are we in France? No. So how me make this up? Jeez. They don't understand that people can make this shit up. Like, I have an overactive imagination, and it's like hard for them to understand. Say, yeah, how me make this up? With my mind. But easy to get bored. I used my mind and I made it up. It was for entertainment purposes, and the entertainment purposes got me a book deal. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, that's what Savage is about. It's like a billionaire romance, erotic romance. Yeah, billionaire erotic romance with a Jamaican girl in it. You know, can't leave out my country. But yeah. And I enjoyed writing it. I enjoyed rewriting it. There's more to come, so look out for that. So I think I'm going to just wrap this up right here for my first episode. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.